So my next question is, what is your outlet to your mental illness?
Poetry. Poetry is maybe one of the biggest mental illness advocates in my space. I'm the mental health advocate that I needed when I was a kid, essentially. Like, I'm not going to say I'm that for anyone else, but I know I needed a me at 19 years old when I was like 13 or 14, and I would be so much better off by then, and I became that. I think I heard it from a poem by this poet and curator named Jha'Neal. She said the best way to correct a sin is to become a blessing. And that's where I heard the line from. I don't know if she came up with it herself, but that's where I heard it from for sure. But it's like I became stuck in this mentally ill state. But the only way that I knew how to get me out of it was to no longer associate that with my body. You feel me? Like, not letting it victimize me, not letting me become that. I've transcended so much farther than my mental illness.
Okay. And what advice would you give to someone who may be experiencing depression or anxiety or any mental illness as of right now? Young or old?
Talk about it. Definitely. It's real. It exists. You're not crazy. That's pretty much it. Really talk about it. And that'll take you miles than what you, and not just talk about it, actually. Be open to what you hear. Recognize, and also you have that's a product of checking someone's credibility, because you're not just going to believe your grandmother who says you're not mentally ill, you just need to go to work and make some money and you'll be good after that, of course. But talk to someone who knows what they're talking about, and then weigh the importance of what they have to say and how relevant it is to you. Because mind you, no one knows you better than you. So talking about it can only do but so much for your mental illness. What it really is you have to paint a picture that helps people help you. You need to make that picture somehow out of this large mass that is your brain.
If I was your younger self, in 5 words, what would you want to say to yourself to describe yourself?
You not gay, super gay. Like, literally that. I wouldn't have gone through that stuff with the men thing if I spent more time acknowledging the queer community. Like, I spent so much time being so queer phobic and just self-hating, and I didn't know I was self-hating. And I spent so much time, and I was like, because it was like, my family, like, people would ask me, I'm like, I'm not gay. I'm just redefining what it is to be a man. Men don't have to do all this. They don't have to do that. It's okay for a man to be like me, which is true. That's valid. That's very much so valid. But Deniero, old you are super gay. Like, just know it. And I think after that, I'd really be good. Like, if I really knew who I was.
So you said you're a poet. We're about to close out now, but from one of your poems, you have one that's sort of on the lines of Black joy, being able to smile every day. Could you give us one of your best lines from it?
Can't no one steal your life. You got copyright infringements on every breath. I'm gonna keep going. And yes, death gets us all eventually, but to stop fighting is to have history be forgotten before it is even written. And what that basically means is that you yourself are history, that you are creating your own path. You are not just your own path, you're creating a path for so many people that will come after you. And that is so important for you to be alive and enjoy being alive right now in this moment. And can't no one else take you from that. There are 2 things that you are guaranteed in this world. It is death and taxes. And you get to pick, one of them you get to pick when it comes, kinda. So I say run with it. Like, you can kinda pick when death comes. So I'm like, man, just live the best life that you possibly can for right now, today.
You want to do those lines again? Because
the poetry lines?
The ones you just did out of the piece.
Oh, can't no one steal your life. You got copyright infringements on every breath, and yes, death gets us all eventually, but to stop fighting is to have the world forget history before it is even written.
And just to close out, if you want to start a new clip, that's the question.
All right, just a minute. Hold on.